Well, Exter's tank keeps getting updated. I placed in a couple of leaves, start to bring in some good bacteria. I got a couple of beech leaves over here and a banana leaf from my banana plant. I think it looks pretty cool over there in the corner. Creates a little bit of a place for her to hide. Now I just misted the tank, so it's a little hard to see in here, but here's an area where she can go hide that we can have a good viewing chamber. I made that so that it can easily be tilted so that we can get access to her through there. I have a little bit of petrified wood here that sometimes she likes to go underneath. The heat pad is on 1/3 of this side of the tank, along with a heat lamp that I have on a timer. And you can see that the timer is set to be on 45 minutes every hour during the day, and then only 15 minutes every hour at nighttime. And she really likes to come out at nighttime when it's a little less hot. The surface of this gets to about 100 degrees right off the corner, but for the most part, everything in here is at about 86 degrees, 88 degrees. But right here at the little hot spot, but this is cork, so it doesn't burn. While this gets to about 86 degrees, this stone. And underneath here, it says 91 degrees, but I have a lot of substrate covering up the thermometer. So whenever I measure the substrate, it's usually closer to like 86, 87 degrees. And this is how I make it so that I can get our snake nice and easily. And I have a secondary hide. So Exter, the snake, can hide here. This is where the heat pad is, or back here where it gets a little cooler. And I have 3 petrified stones there in order to just create some foot-in space so that the flower pot never falls on her. And what I do is I take this piece of cork and I put it right back on top of the flower pot, and then you have another viewing from here, which is nice and easy to be able to check out where your snake is. Oh, looks like she found the banana leaf. She's checking it out. It's been in there for a couple of days, but this is the first time she's actually gone near it. So what I did is I have the hot side of the tank. The humidity is still decently high on this side though, because I added so much moss. I have moss inside this flower pot with a layer of rocks, a layer of dried moss, a layer of some soil substrate. Something peat-based helps for the acidity. And then I put the moss clumps on there. And then on this side I have sheet moss, and I collected a couple of shells. I've had some lichen in a couple of my orchids at the house. And I try to face some of the shells up so this way they can hold a little extra moisture. I found a couple of rocks with some nice lichen on it, and put some reindeer moss near it. That reindeer moss over here was actually in the sheet moss. And what I did was I covered the flower pots over here so you don't see them so much. And that's what the tank looks like. I got this awesome new light from Pflugerville. It matches my fish tank light, which I like that I can use my app in order to set it for sunrise and sunset. I'm gonna close the tank up, give Exter a little bit of time to check out her setup. See what you guys think about this. I think it's pretty cool. She's pretty friendly. Usually she goes into one of her hides. Ball pythons are ambush predators, and they don't really come out to hang out too much, although I always catch her right when the lights come off. That is when it goes from the moonlight to totally dark. She likes to come out and change her spot. And also first thing in the morning, right before the lights go back on, I always catch her tail in and going into like one of her spots. So this is what the what the tank looks like. I have to say she looks a lot happier since I've been adding stuff. I've been adding things slowly every couple of days. Changed a few things, but kept her original height since the beginning, and she always feels comfortable. She loves this side. I plan on trying to get a bromeliad or at least some Spanish moss to hang on top of that log over there. Yep. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna move that sticky trap soon. I put it at the top so that it doesn't go anywhere near the snake. She's still too small to reach up here, but I wanted to make sure I didn't bring any fungus gnats in. I left out everything for at least a couple of days before I put it in the tank. And this is the other fluvalite on a glowfish tank. And it's been doing really awesome actually since I've been running this UV pump. I turn it off every few days, and when I turn it off I add some good bacteria for about 3-4 days. From what I understand, the bacteria goes down into the substrate. The gravel is the substrate, and that's where the good bacteria lives. And then after a couple of days, I turn back on the UV filter, and it decontaminates the water and makes sure that there's no parasites or anything. So this is what the tank looks like. There's a bunch of lily pads up top here, which are really cool. And I have a 7-day fish feeder, which I have to refill. But just wanted to show everybody what this setup looks like, filled with live plants. And then Exter's terrarium. Keep the spray bottle close by, although I am thinking about setting up a pump with 1 or 2 little mister sprayers. Animals are really smart, so if you can keep something consistent, they know exactly when they want to come out. So if she wants to drink a little dewdrops off of the moss or anything like that, she has her water bowl, but they usually like to come out right before the mist gets started, I've been told. And it makes a lot of sense because that's the way it is in nature. Animals know when certain things happen, and they like to take advantage of that. So, hey, thanks for sharing in this setup. It's come a long way, and it's been awesome to get the support of everybody online that likes to comment and check out my videos. Please comment, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Thanks everybody. Peace out.